of the dark.
Now, the thing that's happening here is the building of a very significant new bureaucracy. What will stop it from simply being another layer that makes it a lot harder, in effect, to actually get information out quickly? Because we're not seeing here the Norwegian system with its mandated 4-day rule, or the Swedish system. We're seeing the Australian system, as you put it to me earlier, but Australian systems tend to be very slow.
I think what will change this from being, as you say, just another barrier, is that there is a fundamental shift bound up in this legislation, which is a direction to favour disclosure. The amendment to the public interest test is intended to weight the whole system in favour of disclosure. The introduction of a new objects clause, again something recommended by the Open Government Report back in 1995, is intended to weight the system in favour of disclosure, and the adoption of what's been described in the Queensland work in this area as a push model to get information out there. All of those in combination, I think, will ensure that it won't just be an extra barrier.
Let's hear George Brandis on this.
Well, it's all very well to say that, Mark, but 2 points. First of all, you want to make sure that the whole point of having a disclosure regime doesn't collapse under the weight of a much greater bureaucratic structure than exists at the moment. I mean, the elegance of the bureaucracy doesn't necessarily make disclosure any more likely. And the more complexities and traps there are in the process, potentially could have the opposite effect. I make another point very briefly. I want to go back to an observation that Paul Kelly made that I think is absolutely essential to this. There isn't going to be, whatever you write in the statute and whatever ministers might say in public speeches, there isn't going to be a culture of disclosure unless it is led by ministers. And the willingness of, the test of the willingness and the good faith of the government in promoting a culture of disclosure can be judged by the conduct of the ministers themselves. Now, may I ask rhetorically, have we seen a greater willingness by ministers in the Rudd government to disclose, to be free with information in the established processes of parliamentary scrutiny than we did ministers in the Howard government, ministers being more forthcoming with information, for example, at question time, this government than under previous governments? At the principal parliamentary occasion in which there is an interface between the Parliament and the bureaucracy, that is the Senate estimates process, I can assure you that I think those journalists in the room here covered Senate estimates committees over the years would verify this. That since the election of the Rudd government, there has been a noticeable restriction of the flow of information from the bureaucracy to the Senate estimates committee by comparison with what went on previously. And I must say that there wasn't a great eagerness on the part of the Howard government to let too much information flow from the bureaucracy to the Senate during the Senate Estimates Committee process. But under the Rudd government and under the approach taken by Senate ministers, it has been noticeably worse. The constraints and limitations imposed upon public servants who are witnesses before these committees, the manner in which the committees have been conducted by the Labor Party chairman of those committees have ossified this process noticeably since the Rudd government was elected.
All right. Well.